Alright. Hey, what's going on, guys? Welcome back to Elloria's Descent into Chaos. We are back with whew, episode 4. I don't know why I completely blanked on that. But last episode, Zarlius was taken into the Shadow Forest against his own will by a creature that the party found deep within the forest known as Shadow Stalkers. Obviously, they were curious on how one was able to sneak out of the forest, grab Zarlius while they were walking back into the tower, and disappear into the forest so quickly. Along the way, they encountered some shadow foxes, and Sarkesha tried to play with them. Not much really happened there. As trying to avoid the shadow foxes, our rest of the party here of William, John Steele, and Arden, and Name, decide to sneak around in the shadow forest and encountering a giant twilight owl. Quickly, Arden thought of befriending it, and so they did. That then William's keen senses of tracking aberrations was able to find the tracks leading to this open campsite-ish area where there was a previously dug up crystal chunk in the middle that they did find out later was known as Lumi crystals, as well as fighting 5 shadow stalkers. And confidently, John Steele beheaded and ran up the back of one of them and killed another one. So, pretty cool scene there. But
inspiration, maybe?
Yeah. But we are now coming to. Everybody is gathered around. They are checking the area. We got the Twilight Owl. Oh god, it is refreshing. Refresh the map. Let's refresh the map real quick. Okay.
Because everybody's trying to join at the same time.
Yeah, I know. Okay, so we have the Twilight Owl, Sarkesha, Name, and Arden and Kiri looking out at the moment, while John Still, Zarlius, and William are by this giant chunk cluster of crystals. Zarlius has been knocked out this entire time and is just now coming to. So we will now catch up with our adventurers right now. So, Zarlius, you are now waking up after being unconscious for a majority of what you assume is the day. However, you are in a dark part of this forest, so you cannot tell what time it is exactly. And next to you is John Steele and William on both sides of you.
Oh God! what was it? My drink? So good.
Do I notice Zarlia start to wake up?
Oh yeah, it's very obvious. He starts moving around a little bit. Like you get the sense of like somebody waking up after a while.
I'm gonna turn around. I'm gonna grab him by the shoulder pads. And I say, next time you get grabbed, yell! Punch me and stop. And then drop him back on the ground and do whatever I was doing.
Damn. Okay.
And can you all hear me?
Yes.
Yeah.
Okay. Well, for me, it's not saying that I'm talking, but I'm gonna kneel in a applesauce position.
Okay.
Place my sword in between my legs and meditate, as in for a either short or long rest.
Okay. I would say probably for the time being, you guys are getting ready for a short rest. So
it's more or less my experience that I know that the battle is over. So dealing with these immature brats, I'm gonna
Damn.
sit down and recuperate my body.
Okay.
Whatever, Gramps.
While you also, I know you're the DM, but can I have everybody make perception checks, just real quick?
Sure.
They need
Yeah.
Go
if
ahead.
anybody makes a 12 or higher, just let me know. I mean, I can look at the thing, but it's fine. 12 or higher.
For
Perception?
John Steele, how many Shadow Stalkers did you kill? Was it 2 or 3?
I think it was 3 actually.
Okay. Give me a second.
19.
18, bud.
Okay. And
Sorry, keep us. Up.
not Zarlius rolling a 3. Not a nat 1. There you go.
Sorry, he's still a little bit groggy. Just got punched in the stomach. I don't know what the fuck's going on.
That's very accurate, actually.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. And then for William, did you kill 1 or 2?
I'm pretty sure I got one, and then the owl definitely got one.
The
I know the owl for sure.
The owl got 1. Okay. Okay, so just for you, here is that
Okay.
okay. And then the owl. Also, yes, Zarlius, for you waking up for the first time and not really seeing much from John Steele with that perception check of 3. You do, however, hear the hear kind of ish and feel the presence of another creature behind you.
So who rolled above a 12?
Me and Arden.
Say your names, please, because the
What are
Discord
your-
does it on my Discord.
Will and Arden.
Okay, William and Arden. Y'all notice that I take a potion of green silk into my... I drink it before I go into a meditative state where I place my sword right before some crisscross applesauce, right? And so my sword is in between, and you see me take a drink before I drain the whole bottle. And then you see me go into a meditative state. And that's it.
Okay.
All right.
Got it.
And then, actually, that makes sense. So, because of Zarlius getting the 3 perception, is because they didn't notice John Steele go into the state. Instead, they're preoccupied by the giant twilight owl behind them. Because it's a massive creature, and Zarlius for sure has not seen one before.
I'm gonna try to tackle the big crystal out of the fucking thing, and like the second before I hit the crystal, I'll make sure all my weight comes back.
Okay.
I'm just trying to bulldoze the big crystal out of the ground.
Yeah. Just go for it. Give me a strength check with advantage.
Okay. Okay, 2 double 13s. So 16 total.
Yeah, that's more than enough to move it. To move it a bit, and it breaks free slightly from the ground. So, Because it's a
I'm gonna try to
it's
like
a
move.
pretty big chunk.
Okay.
Even though some of it is already chipped off from what John has done earlier. So it is still
Now I'll just,
a pretty decent sized chunk.
I'm just gonna spend some time getting this whole thing out of the ground.
Okay.
Yeah. After I get the rock out of the ground, I'm gonna go on a herb mission because I'm fucked up and I need herbs.
Okay.
Is this after the if this is after the 2 hour period to where like his meditation will count and everything, I'll try to see if John wants to come with me.
Okay.
Um,
I would say yes, because at this point everyone is still like
so
trying to
at like the
mend what wounds that they can during
okay.
this time,
After like
while also still keeping watch. So
after like 2 or 3 hours, old man, I put my hands like calmly and very softly on your shoulder because I know how startling people out of meditation can suck. I'll tap him a little bit and go, "Hey, old man, I'm gonna go look for some herbs if you want to come with me. They're over there keeping watch and making sure they get healed up and everything."
All right, Trevor. I don't
Yeah.
know what role you're gonna make this, but you know, in like Vietnam, when somebody touches them, they get in like a combat mode.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
I want you to
That's
decide
why I
what
fucking
role
said
this is.
very fucking softly.
What role you want me to make? Because this is gonna decide how I react.
PTSD roll.
Shit, I don't even know how to get there. Hold on.
What did we say the
Okay,
PTSD roll was?
Okay, hold on. I got it. William, do a sleight of hand check. And
Okay. Yeah, actually, that makes sense.
and John Steele, you do a wisdom. Let's do a wisdom saving throw, I guess.
Okay.
Shelby, did you eat my dice?
Oh God.
Oh no,
11.
I'm totally blind. Okay.
Not good.
Sleight of hand. Okay. Okay. 17. Wait, is
Well,
that
he
17?
does it.
That's 19. 16 plus. Wait, 13 plus 6. There we go.
Okay, so John Steele is slightly floating a bit, kind of, just in this meditative state. Just it's one of those things where you're concentrating really, really hard, and it just happens. Being trained, well honed, and trained in combat and everything, from his battle hardened state, is not always easily startled in this trance state. However, with that high sleight of hand of gently touching his shoulder, it shocks you out of the trance, but you're not fully in combat mode. Because it is like a gentle like tap. So it's not like full aggression, but a like, hey, time's up.
Well, so okay. With that,
Mm-hmm.
I will turn my head to him, but place my hand on my hilt.
Hey, slow down there, cowboy. It's alright. Just wanted to see if you wanted to go get some herbs.
And I kind of wake out of my trance, and I grunt, and I go, "Fine, whatever."
Excellent.
And I get up and I follow him.
Okay.
Okay.
Yeah.
I would say
I'll leave the dog over, and then we're
okay.
going out in the woods.
You
I'm
guys
going.
are now entering into the forest a little ways away. Which direction are you going? North,
Following him.
south, east, west. Like, which way?
West.
Okay, so that is the position that Arden is currently in. Okay, so you guys venture off westward into the forest. Trailing off deep into the shadow forest.
Okay. I'm going to be spending this entire search looking for herbs and medicines. And if I don't recognize any of them, then I will basically be a child, pick up a plant and be like, will this help? Will this help? Will this help? Will this help? Until I get a yes or no, and then go through that, pick up the plants I need, and then walk on.
Okay. Um.
A gathering,
So, yeah,
survival.
venturing.
Like, what do you want me to do for that?
Yeah, venturing into the forest after a short amount of time, maybe like I don't know, 10 minutes go by after leaving. Um. After leaving the little campsite area. Give me oh yeah, because you have the extra. You have the extra. Okay. Um.
And do the book again.
Yeah. No, I'm trying to think on which would be gathering or herbalism or whatever.
Herbalism is, at least from what the book says, herbalism is the crafting of the potions,
Why don't
and
you just use that
gathering.
chart that we talked an hour and a half over? You know, the one where it takes
did.
37 days to get a legendary.
Oh no, that's the fishing bullshit.
Yeah. Yeah. No, that's not. That's not what we're. That's not it. Okay. I mean, pretty much everything that you are trying to find is a plant, um,
Oh, really?
or a type of ish plant, I guess. Um, so again, like I mentioned before, I have all this stuff. I just don't have it in D&D Beyond yet. So whatever I tell you, just try to write it down for now. But it will eventually be. Yeah.
I have a pen and pad.
Okay. Yeah. It will eventually be added, and then you can add it into your inventory at some point. Um.
Okay.
Okay. So. Okay. I would say for you, do a survival check,
Okay.
which you have advantage on.
Okay, that's 18.
Okay. It's not too bad. Scrounging around during or throughout this section of the Shadow Forest, it's dimly lit, obviously, because you are in like deep forest territory. But there are little glints and shimmers that you see as you are passing by. Um, with that, you'll see most of what are known as, or you'll see these little mushrooms that you see, but they are bioluminescent, so they are um, emitting an eerie blue light to them. Do you pick them up?
Yeah.
Do you do something?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, I'm gonna pick up any of those.
Okay. Can you give me a wisdom saving throw?
Yeah. That is a 7.
A 7. Okay. Well, as you grab these mushrooms, it really
Motherfucker.
it releases spores that cause you to hallucinate.
Okay.
You start.
Wait,
What
before he grabs those, can I make a perception check or a nature check to see what they are before?
Yeah.
He is from Elloria. I forgot about that.
Hold on.
Yeah. I say
Shit.
you can give a Yeah, I would say you can give a nature check. Yeah.
Nature?
Yeah.
Shit. Where's N?
I mean that or history.
Where's
I have the
they're
foraging.
they're both 0.
Okay.
Just go with. Oh, okay. 10. Do I notice what they are?
They're a plant.
Yeah, I mean, yeah, they are a large bioluminescent mushroom. No, okay, yes. It's pretty obvious what they are.
Okay.
They are called gloom shrooms.
Okay. As he grabs them, I go, "No, don't grab those." I know this is more of a less than you check because I try to grab him.
Another
So-
delayed reaction.
Well, because I'm not paying attention to fucking him, this dumb motherfucker. I need you to make some sort of check because I'm trying to grab him to pull him away to save him from this.
Okay.
So, what check do you need me to make? Is it a Dex, Acrobatics, Athletics?
I would say acrobatics
Performance?
because you are trying to pull him away.
Oh fuck! Here we go. All right, 14 plus 2, so 16.
16. Yeah, that's more than enough. That's more than enough.
All right. So I tackle him and save him from being intoxicated by these.
Yes.
And I am going to slap him as I'm standing on top of him. Do I need to roll damage or whatever? Or
I mean, that's up to you. Are you doing damage?
man, fuck it. At this point,
Okay, then go
I'm
ahead.
rolling my damage, which is it's a 5 regardless.
Yeah.
So you take 5 damage to a slap, and I go, "You dumb fuck! How do you not know what those are?"
I don't even know where the fuck I am.
Listen, we are in the goddamn forest. Stop grabbing for shit. What are you looking for?
I need herbs. Any
God
type of
damn,
herb.
son, I swear to God. What herbs do you need?
If I... Oh my god. Okay, let's see. So, where I'm from, we have these things called snapdragons and sylvia and poxelcaps and thundertwig. I don't see any of that shit around here.
Maybe
What
because
the
we're in a goddamn different forest. Not every fucking herb grows in every fucking forest.
Fucking stupid. I'm gonna kick a rock. Fuck this shit.
I would say.
Wait, before you say anything, shit. What was I gonna say? Fuck, I got into roleplay.
Yeah. I would say.
Shit.
Give me.
Shit.
Hold on. Give me a history check to see if you know any of what he just said.
Alright, I'm rolling.
Fail
Oh, God.
it. Fail it.
Oh
Fail it.
god.
Fail it.
Fail it. A 7? Yeah, you have no idea what he said.
Fuck you. Fail it.
I go,
You do know that
Right.
there are some herbs that are the same. However, there were a few that you were like, wait, what?
it's more or less I know the herbs, but I've never seen them.
Yeah.
I go, listen, this is the forest of the Shadow Realm. You're gonna find the craziest of craziest herbs here. I know, as a rookie as you are, you've never been here. But listen, please be careful what you grab. We just fought 5 shadow monsters, and I saved your ass. So please stop letting me do it again.
I'm gonna use the fucking shield and just find the herbs.
He's gonna walk around with a riot shield grabbing everything. Oh, Jesus.
Yeah, pretty,
Well, no,
much.
well,
pretty much.
hold on. Let me here.
Okay, I'm sorry, I know you're the DM, but You're gonna have to roll something to keep me here, because at this point, I'm like, this guy's fucking dead. I don't care. Let me leave. He's gonna have to roll persuasion or something to keep me here.
Yeah, I mean, yeah, William, do you have?
At this point, I'm done.
I
with
will
this
say,
fucking
okay,
idiot.
I will say, will you have any response to what he just said? And if you do, I will say you can choose whether it is a deception or a persuasion. Just tell me the number, but don't tell me which roll you decided to go with. Or you can type it to me, and I will decide. but it is after your response.
I will say, if you plead for me to stay with you, I probably will. But if you say, well, don't be a coward, then how about that?
No, it's just more one of those like. All right, look, old man. I don't know where in the fuck we're at. Really, I have never fucking in God's, all the gods, honest truth, never heard of a fucking Shadow Realm before. All I want to do is go back to Whitestone. Do you know where that is?
I go, yes. So why are you exploring? We are supposed to be the solvers of truth. And yet you're here, scrummaging in the dirt for answers.
Uh, Hold on. It was a 19.
Okay.
For what?
Okay.
I don't know. Trevor asked me something.
Yeah.
So I was like,
Okay.
oh.
So, yeah.
We are solvers of the truth, protectors of the realm. And yet you're scourging in the dirt. Like a
You say
peasant.
we? Are you talking about the gallows? Look, I don't know what branch of the gallows you come from, but the one I come from, we're not protected. We do dirty work, and we do shit nobody else wants to. Like I said, I don't know how your branch is, but I'll show you how mine is. We just got to get back to Whitestone. You say you know where that is? Where is it?
So, Trevor, being that I've been here before,
Yes.
do I know how to get out of here?
Yes. Well, kind of. You do know that
Finish
there.
thing.
You do know that there are certain creatures that are supposed to be helpful guides. I.e., one of them being the Twilight Owl. But there are other creatures in the forest that are more helpful guides at trying to get out of here.
Yeah.
Um,
I'm gonna. Okay. First, who has control of the owl? That's Arden,
that's
right?
Arden, yes, who is still back at camp. Which at
Oh,
this point, we are going to
fuck.
cut back over to
Oh,
Arden and Zarlius to see what has transpired at the camp so far.
yeah. Good luck.
So, Arden, what are you and Kiri doing at the moment? Are you talking to Zarlius? Are you checking up on him? What are you doing?
Yeah, we're just gonna check up on them and be like, hey, how you doing?
I am alive.
Oh yeah, right.
Well, you know, that's good. I mean, kind of need you alive. I heard you got kidnapped. That was fun.
You don't say.
I heard you got kidnapped. Not that you weren't there for. I'm sorry.
Yeah, you're not here. Shut up.
Yeah. Yeah. Doesn't make for great conversation now, does it?
I suppose not. It's like trying to hug a cactus. Doesn't give you good results. Well,
You've hugged
nice
the
to see
cactus,
you're
haven't
alive.
you?
We don't talk about that. What I do with my plants is my business.
Okay. This just raises more questions. Oh god.
Anyways, I have a new friend. His name's Sparkles.
You did you seriously name the owl Sparkles? Okay.
And I'm gonna look over at him. You don't mind Sparkles, do you? Do you
He
want some
lives
milk?
north of
You
fucking
like
Wisman.
Sparkles? You're really sparkly.
Roll to see if the animal likes the name.
No.
Okay. Okay. Um let's see. Actually, that's a good idea. Let me pull up the Twilight Owl. Here we go.
Like, please don't eat my friends.
Um Okay, I guess it would be it has its own intelligence. Okay, Arden, roll a d20.
Got it. Let me see. I'm gonna roll from my computer because rolling from my phone gave me double rolls, and that sucked last time.
Yeah. uh
Telling myself. Also, I forgot what you actually asked me to roll. I just pressed
yeah.
the d20.
D20.
Yeah, it was just a d20. Okay, so you rolled a 7. So
God damn.
its intelligence is a +3. So which doesn't do much. It takes it up to a base level of 10. um
I'm gonna die.
but it does acknowledge like I don't know if it would really acknowledge name at this current time, because it is also keeping watch, because it does have keen hearing and sight. um so really now because William and John Steele have now left the camp, I think right now it is also trying to hear and see whenever they return. However, it is still also um, just keeping watch, just in general. Um, so I I think like it may see name run around here and there a little bit, but he hasn't really paid too much attention to him.
Okay, that's fine. We love that.
Which, I mean, currently
I
name
guess
is
at this
off to the
moment.
side, on standing on this little rock over here, just watching on this side over here.
I guess while I'm with Zarlius, I'm gonna try and just relate really good information about this forest now that I'm coming to recollect more and more, considering I've definitively been around this place a lot,
Okay,
but it's been
so
a while.
yes, so what specifically do you want to remember? Because if so,
Mm,
I'll need a history check. But I need to know which or what type of things. Is it flora? Is it fauna? Is it anything else?
I would say probably the flora and maybe other spectral creatures. Majority flora, considering mystic vines.
Okay. Um, okay, so yeah, give me a history check real quick. Um,
Gang. Natural 20, 27.
Okay. All right. So, there are many types of flora here in the Shadow Forest that you remember reading up on back in the Gardenia. Most notably, one of the most rarest of the flora to find is the Shadow Blossom, which, was mentioned before from your history lesson. Um, there are also moon vines, which
Go right there. Come on,
moon vines are uh,
right there. In the corner.
vines that bear luminescent white flowers that only bloom under the light of the moon. They normally wrap around tree trunks and can illuminate the forest with their soft glow. Um, you also remember starshade ferns, which they grow abundantly in here. Which actually, if you like, as you're talking to Zarlius, or like you're scanning the area where you are, and you look off to the side, and you point over there after like seeing it for a second and like remembering what it does or what it is. You look over and you point at it and say, Zarlius, look, that is a starshade fern, and they are abundantly grow within the forest. Um, they have delicate featured silver tipped fronds, so the very points of them are silver tipped. Um, and they are often used by herbalists for their healing properties and the creation of enchanting potions. You also look over to another section of the forest, like round where the pathways are, really, kind of near Sarkesha a little bit. You see twilight moss, which it covers the forest floor with the soft bioluminescent carpet-like moss that emits a gentle, soothing glow. It is also known to possess healing properties and is often used by druids and healers in many ways. Um, and then you think back to when you were reading up on this, reading up on all the flora, trying to remember, all the different intricacies and the different, like, shapes and different flowers that just like grow here in the Shadow Forest. You remember a handful with that high history of 27. Some that you know very well, or remember at least, are phantom petunias, which are spectral looking flowers that only bloom under the light of the new moon. And they are also said to guide lost souls. You also remember dusk dahlias as well, a dark, almost black flower that blooms at twilight and wilts at dawn. Its pollen has sleep-inducing properties. You also remember about a specter's sage, which is an herb with ghostly white leaves that are incredibly hardy. Its scent is calming to most creatures and can be used to calm aggressive fauna. You would know this as well, because Spectre Sage also grew in the Gardenia as well. In a, it's a closed off location, obviously. But those are some of the big ones that you remember. There are a couple other ones that you just can't remember as of right now because you are still currently in one location in the Shadow Forest. So
Got it. Yay. So as I'm relaying this information, I'm saying, so what we're gonna do now is play my favorite game of as an herbalist, and we're gonna go pick some ferns and some plants. Assuming you're like active enough to just maybe walk.
give me a wisdom saving throw. Zarlius.
Okay. Give me a second. Oh, I'm scared. Oh no, guys.
I need to see if you are ready to start walking.
Okay. Wisdom saving throw. Wisdom. Fuck. You chose my one. 16. Okay.
16. Okay, yes. So it does take you because again, you did recently just get a new uh prosthetic leg.
New leg on life.
Yes. So like obviously it does take, you know, as expected, it does take a bit to get used to it. However, you have not walked quite yet because again you were taken and knocked out through this entire process. So it takes
I'm
you,
having a bad day.
yeah. So it takes you a bit to stand up, but eventually you are able to stand up and start walking around. So you guys are good at that, and I guess now with that we will cut back over to William and John Steele.
Nice.
Let's see what is going on your side of the forest.
At this point, I am leaving Mr. Buddy here, and I am going back to the owl.
Back to the owl.
That's
Okay.
After realizing where we are, like it's kind of been like when the fog sets and you're driving your car, and then you realize where you are. That's kind of how I feel. That I know that the owl is there, and I'm heading back. Without telling anybody, I'm just going straight back.
Okay. William, what are you doing? What are you
still trying to use it as a shield.
You're still trying to find things? Okay.
I guess I'll start walking back at a slower pace, but I'm gonna be looking for shit as we're walking back. I'm using the shield to help me.
Okay.
Walking around with a riot shield.
Okay. Then give me give me 2 investigations, 1 with advantage.
Okay.
For who?
William. As he's walking back. And,
fuck yeah.
John Steele, give me a perception check to see if you can see the owl. Like, I know you know where it is. It's just, it's been a little bit. You guys kind of ventured off into the forest for a good.
Oh, okay. Well, that's only like a 23.
Okay.
Only.
Only a 23. Yeah, you remember where you're going.
And then, so I'm not sure if the order is important, but
Because of my obsession, I noticed the owl. I'm gonna run up to Arden and go, Arden, listen. The owl knows how to get out of here. We need to follow it now. And it's kind of an intimidation, but it's like it's press that we need to leave, kind of thing.
Okay, so do both a intimidation and persuasion check.
Okay, so imitate or fuck.
Yes, imitation.
Intimidation
Yes.
is 5.
Okay.
And persuasion is this. Wait.
Yeah.
No, it's this one. Is a 15.
Okay. Arden, do you want to do? Actually, yeah. Arden, give me an insight check on John Steele with this intimidation / persuasion talk that he was doing.
I just sent you the numbers, Trevor.
Okay.
Sorry, I just found out my brother's ill.
Okay. Okay, yeah. So you William, you as you're walking back slower behind John Steele, you can kind of you're taking your time looking at the ground and looking at all these like not necessarily herbs, but a bunch of these like plants and vines and just the entire forest altogether. And I will say, obviously, first you found the gloom shroom before, which they are sporadically growing throughout this forest. You can see them because they emit the airy blue light.
Yeah, won't fuck with those things.
Yes. You do see this weird, like, creeping plant with dark leaves. But what you can see is that there's like a bit of light that is like coming down. But
Rip.
but the plant seems to be absorbing that light. So there's some of those.
Okay.
And you better catch these hands.
I'm gonna like click Sarkesh's tooth necklace, and I like shine the light at the vines. Does it seem to be like eating the light that I'm shining at it as well?
Yes, the dark leaves off of it seem to be absorbing any type of light. And then
Cat, come on.
yeah, you also see a couple of trees off into the distance that have drooping branches that make soft whispering sounds when the wind blows,
Ew.
which often are mistaken for ghostly voices. You hear a little like the whispering sounds and like all that when a gust of wind blows through the forest. You hear this thing, so you quickly look over, but then you just see it's just a branch. These branches.
Nothing that really looks useful though.
Not really, no.
All right, I'll just keep walking then.
All right. Okay. You also. Let's see.
It's fine. If I don't see nothing too useful, I'll just give up and continue walking back. So I start coming through the tree line.
Yeah. You do see again off to, I guess, a little past, the trees with the drooping branches. You do see that a spectral looking flower that with this you then look up and you do see that there is a full or you see a new moon. Like, you don't see the moon at all at the moment, and you do see like this little like almost a little floating like blob that is going towards the flower. But it's a little ways away. It is probably like 30 feet away from where you currently are. So you would be veering off the path.
Can I dash over there, grab the plant before the blob gets there, and then dash back?
I mean, if you would like to try, give me athletics. Give me an athletics check. See how you're.
Okay.
I guess that.
Seven.
Yeah. What was it?
All right. Athletics, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, 17.
17. Yeah, that's fine.
Plus 11.
Yeah, you can do that.
All right, cool.
Okay. But yeah, there's not too much. I'd say, off to the forest. Like as you're coming back, you didn't notice on your way past, but you're noticing it on your way back.
Okay.
There are deep purple berries that are growing on a low-hanging vine on one of the trees.
Can I grab a few and try to see, like, just try to identify in any type of way if they're poisonous or not? With the whole alchemy thingy in the dude.
Yes, certainly. Give it a shot.
Okay. So to identify poison, it's DC. What the speed of alchemy supplies and alchemy supplies. What?
It would be alchemist supplies.
Am I nearby, by the way, when they're checking this?
No, you were a little ways ahead of him.
Alright,
So,
never mind then.
I mean, unless you want to give me a perception check to see if you can
That's
see him.
because I was gonna be like, if I can see what it is, I probably know what it is.
Yeah, so give me a perception check to see if you can see him nearby.
Oh shit! There we go.
Got an 18 for it.
Oh shit! I got a 16.
16. Okay, so yes and yes. So, William, you see that and know, because of your alchemist supplies, and also John Steele, you at the same time recognize these are called nightshade berries. Now, William,
Okay.
while
You know what nightshade is?
while toxic if consumed directly, skilled alchemists and potion makers can extract their essence to create potent poisons or concoctions with unique magical effects.
Okay, I'm gonna grab a couple handful of those and shove them in my ingredient bag. And then, how many of the flowers did I get?
Which I can't even remember which ones I said.
The new moon flower.
So that would be the phantom petunias. I would say probably 2. And yeah, and then for the nightshade berries, like a standard like bundle of grapes,
Okay, so like what, 20 or 30?
Yeah.
I'll go with 26.
Okay. And then John Still, you see him grab a bunch of these off of this vine. What do you do?
So in my knowledge, do I know they're harmful or not?
Yes.
They're harmful?
Well, they're harmful if they are consumed directly. Like if you just take it and eat it, it's toxic. But you see him grab this handful and just put it in a pouch.
I just say nothing. It's more or less in my knowledge.
Okay. And then what were the other? Was there another fly? I don't think there was. Oh wait, no, it was the well, there was the yeah. You didn't go to it. You just looked at it. It was the plant that absorbed the light.
Yeah.
Okay. And then now you guys are heading back to the camp, right?
Yeah.
Okay. So at this time, John Steele, you can see the owl at this point, off to the side. You also went up to actually, yeah, you're actually at the camp now, because you talked to Arden. So you turn around to face the way that you just came, and that's where you see William dart off real quick, and then come back, and then you also see him go up to this little bundle of nightshade berries and just pick a bunch, and then you then just turn around, I guess, and start talking to Arden again.
Well, I'm just expressing to Arden why we need to leave.
Yeah. Okay. And yes, so with let me see. Okay. Arden.
Mm-hmm.
Can you give me an insight check?
Oh, sorry, that was the wrong roll. I just pressed spacebar to activate my computer. Insight, let's go.
Yes, insight. Because this is to John Steele saying, in like somewhat intimidatingly, but then also like, hey, like we need to go. Like this place is too dangerous. We need to go. So what is the what was the number?
Oh, 17.
17. Okay, yeah. So you can see that he is like not really panicked, but kind of in a way where it's like, hey, this place is dangerous. We need to get out of here. There's too many things going on. We literally just fought 5 of these like shadow stalkers. We need to go. So
Fair enough.
So what do you say in response to that?
Well, yeah, this place is obviously dangerous. I'm not sure if any of you really know the distance of this place like that. So, if anyone should declare the urgency of when we should leave, it probably would be best to be me. And as I see it, we are in a current stable-ish area, but I want to collect some of these herbs before we start trekking into the unknown, seemingly. And with an injured pal, I don't see how far we're gonna go anyways.
That's alright. I have an idea. Sarkesha, come on. Me and Sarkesha's gonna start walking off in the woods. Don't worry, we'll be back in a little bit.
Oh God.
Don't away.
Okay. All right. Now at this point, John Steele is.
Wait. Before we leave, I'm gonna come back. Wait. Arden, which way is the? Do you think is the way towards the nearest settlement or village?
If I were to guess, follow the path with the least amount of broken twigs and everything. It's still a winding forest, so this place is very much still alive. But any signs of actual life, you should probably go towards not going that direction. So I'll point in a general direction of where a settlement might be.
Okay. Then, yeah. So, well, I don't know.
with that, are you venturing back into the forest, or?
Yeah, hold on. Okay, I think. Yeah. Does that sound like a plan? Or would you like that to happen? Or allow that to happen? Or no bueno?
What?
Who are you talking to?
Yeah.
Whatever.
What?
Fuck it. Me and the dog are just gonna start blinking in that
Oh.
general direction until we find a forest. Or a village.
Okay. It's like we're surrounded in the forest, but
Yeah.
okay.
Yeah, not forest, I meant village.
I mean,
Let me roll a perception check to give him a good idea.
yeah.
Even if that means I don't get my rest, I'm fine with it. I just want to find the village, get back to them, tell them where it's at, and for us to get the fuck out of here.
Fair.
Okay. Yeah. So Arden, give a good direction, I guess.
Can I try?
Survival check. Actually, John Steele, you
Oh,
can
yeah,
do one
that
too.
too.
Yeah. Yeah.
Survival?
So Arden and John Steele survival checks.
15 for me.
15 and a 19. Okay. So yeah, with a pretty much combined score, you guys both like look around the forest like in your central like position, right? And you start just like looking around at the next possible like which way would lead to a settlement. Um, and it is actually technically the way that you guys previously came. So back where, like, if you're looking at this map here, it is where Sarkesha is currently at. So it is that main path right here, the winding path here, that then leads back to where you guys ran into the shadow foxes and the twilight wolf owl for the first time. That is the first ish area where you can then figure out a good general direction. So you guys would have to travel back into the forest a little bit.
That's fine as long as we're getting towards whichever way we need to go.
Yeah. Okay. So then we switch over to the rest of the Shadow Forest. And then bring out Zarlius this time, because you are now here. Okay. And so yeah, back same position really. So with this, I would say then you guys would see it is the western direction. So past the Twilight Owl tree that you guys went around before.
Okay, and then yeah,
And-
just from whichever direction they give me a good solid point from is whenever I'm gonna hop on Star and we're gonna go.
Okay, and then also there are still the shadow foxes over here. They really just haven't done much. They're still just over here, but because of the presence of the Twilight Owl, they're not really in an aggressive mood, or also trying to attack you guys. So there's that.
Yeah. As I'm like getting on Sarkesh's back, I'll look around at everybody else and I'll say, "You guys rest up till I get back. Whenever I get back, hopefully it'll be with good news. Till then, just stay alive till I get back."
Aye.
I don't say anything.
Yeah, old man, they're on you. And I'm gonna go.
Okay.
Do I have any fucking throwables? Hold on. Wait a minute. Inventory. I'm pretty sure I have a
You gotta
Mace I can
throw
throw?
faster than a mystical blink.
Hold on. I have an idea. Do you have a throwable?
I have a mace, which is my throwable.
Sure. Go for it.
I want to counteract it with a thorn whip.
You do?
Yes, I want to thorn.
You want to thorn whip the mace? Okay.
Yes. No
Okay. So
throwing.
here's how we're going to do this. Okay. William,
Monday.
what is Sarkesha's AC?
19.
19. Okay.
Oh,
Okay, so John Steele, I need you to throw the mace to see if you can hit
damn.
first.
Hold on. I need to equip it in D&D before I can do anything.
Yes. And then Arden, I need you to do a thorn whip as well.
Oh, fuck.
Okay.
It does not hit.
It does not hit. Okay. So, I will say this.
Well,
I
with
was
that,
this
I
close to a
go,
19.
old man my ass, you piece of shit.
Yeah. So, you... Okay. You go to throw the mace at Sarkesha, and then with this, because it doesn't really hit, Arden is kind of standing next to you, so he does like do a little thorn whip and just knocks it out of the air a little bit.
Like, I just want to off-throw the trajectory.
So yeah, so that it completely whiffs and just lands into the ground nearby, and Sarkesha and William just blink out of existence in front of you.
Bitch.
Go back to the elderly meditation ritual. We're resting.
So yeah, and actually with this is a good part where the shadow foxes here are technically, they're not aggressive, they're not necessarily on your side. However, they are good defense for anything else that comes into this forest. So you guys are technically in a good spot right now to do a said rest.
Okay, oh, this is gonna hurt. I'm going to, while I'm doing this, just to make it a little bit easier, I'm going to use, my divine sense to see if I can locate a mass populace of good. Or, and, like, head towards that direction, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So, I got to use up, God, okay, thank Jesus. Oh, Crimson Ride is being nice to me. I have to take damage anytime I use my paladin's stuff.
Mm-hmm.
Cool. I'm using a divine sense, and I had to roll a Crimson Right. My Crimson Right finally landed on the minimum damage. Most of the time, it lands on the max. So, thank God. And then, yeah, that's what we're doing.
Okay. Arden, Zarlius, John, you guys doing anything at this rest? I guess now it
No.
would be I guess it wouldn't necessarily be a long rest. I'd say a medium rest, I guess.
Man, I'm fucking slumbering. What do you mean?
You're slumbering.
Yeah, I would assume this is the type of thing that'd take all night.
Yeah.
Right.
Oh
Yeah,
yeah.
so, I mean, we do, hey, remember, I have yet to give one to John, but, Zarlius and Arden, y'all have earrings where y'all can still talk to him.
Mm-hmm.
The sending stones, yeah.
So, yeah, I would say, let me know if you come across anything strange and you have an inquiry. I'll most likely be able to tell you.
This whole fucking forest is strange.
Okay, so with that, give me perception checks, William.
Okay. You want one for the doggo too? Or just me?
Um, yeah, we can do
Nice.
two separate ones because you're looking in two different directions.
Okay. Ooh. Do I have any type of? Ooh, yes, I do. Haha. Okay, that's much better. For me, it's going to be a 28, and then for the doggo, it's 26. I was trying to think of what 23 plus 6, 23 plus 3 is.
Okay, so blinking throughout this forest, you are following this path, and it is a lot longer than you thought it was going to be. You, which direction are you looking? Are you looking left or are you looking right? Because it depends on which. Or I guess it would depend on if you're looking a certain direction or if Sarkesha's looking what.
Yeah, I mean, I'll be looking. Yeah, I'll take the left. She'll look through the right, and we'll both be occasionally glancing forward and backwards.
Okay.
I'll be glancing backwards. She'll be glancing forward every once in a while.
Okay. So as you are blinking through this forest and moving at a significant pace, and with this, you are using up your dash and everything like that. You're going full speed. You're going through. There are a few glimpses of other creatures that you guys see as you're just passing by. As you look off to the uh, northeastern side, just a little bit behind you as you're passing through the forest, there's a small clearing that opens up, and you see a small little pack of large, majestic creatures with antlers that seem to shimmer and shift in the moonlight as you pass by. And then, as you are going through and passing by some of these tall trees, some of these tall, medium, and small trees, you also see some small bioluminescent insects that burrow into the wood of the tree, the shadow wood, giving it the appearance of haunted trees. In the sky above, you hear some rustling and some flapping of wings, which at first you think it is the Twilight Owl again, or maybe another Twilight Owl. However, yes, they are large-ish birds, but you see silvery feathers, and you see these large-ish birds with silvery feathers that aren't really giving off a glow like the Twilight Owl. And then there are there's a few clearings here and there. Sarkesha sees one of these, and this clearing is a pack of canine creatures. Their eyes are glowing with an ethereal light that can be seen from a distance, so off like maybe 40 to 50 feet in a western direction, like a southwestern direction, you can slightly see this glimpse of creatures. And then as you're getting close to not really a clearing, but a more dense population of this forest, you start to hear this hissing sound from above. And you look up and you see a serpent. But as you look at it, it seems to absorb and reflect light, making them appear as if they are made from stardust. Do you try to dodge out of the way? Because they are going to attack you.
Yeah, me and Sarkesh are continuing our
I mean,
path.
absolutely.
So
What do you mean?
So give
Am I
me
gonna
a
dodge?
yeah. So give me a dexterity
Yeah,
saving throw.
We're not even gonna stop fight. Nothing. We're fucking leaving.
Well, yeah, I know. Just give me a dexterity saving throw because they are still going to attack.
25.
So
Not you, numbnuts, me.
yeah.
I'm getting the fuck out of there too. What do you mean?
You're not being.
What was it?
18.
18.
Mm-hmm.
Second. Where is it? There it is. Okay. All right. Let me see. Let me pull up a different character that is not in the campaign to do a roll.
Oh yeah.
Let's see. It's just a 20
Excuse me.
or no, wouldn't be a d20. It is. Let's see.
Damn, I really do look like Shikamaru.
No. What am I doing? It is a.
What are you doing, Shelby? Come on, get up here.
Sure, I'll just do this.
Why are you doing that dumb? Let's go. Come on, hurry up.
Okay. A. What is? Let me see. Oh, okay. Yeah, no. You guys dodge out of the way quickly enough to not get bitten by these stardust serpents, which is good.
Okay.
Which is good.
Bro, I want to draw these.
Yeah. Which, yeah, since you guys aren't here, you guys don't know about this journey and what he's going through. So, yeah, give me a. Well, wait. Were we? Give me another survival. Survival check. William.
Yes. That is a dirty 20 for me, and for the doggo, it's like 31.
Okay. Yes. So
You're literally, I love how you're literally like only picking the ones that the doggo is proficient in, and that's it.
well, yes, and that's would make sense. So Sarkesha is you haven't really noticed this yet, really. Except you're starting to see that she seems more free and happy to be bountifully running through this forest.
Hmm.
And she's slowly remembering some pathing as she's running through this forest. And you'll see that your blinking state has gone from a zigzag-ish pattern to like going off of the path entirely to then coming back to a different path and then continuing.
Sarkesha, what the hell are you doing?
And at this point, she didn't really take notice of you talking to her. She's just going faster.
Hmm.
And eventually there is a clearing. And in this clearing, you see a walled fortress. Not really fortress, but it looks like one because the walls are really tall. But there is a gate.
Okay, I'll hop off of her. I'm gonna leave her in the tree line, and I'm gonna walk up to the gate.
Okay.
Like saying, "Hello, hello, is anybody up there? Is the gate closed, or is it open?"
At the moment, yes, it is. However, as you're walking up and you're not really paying attention to in front of you.
Mm.
You hear a voice say "halt," but it's a more feminine voice, and more elegant in the tone, but also pretty confident and regal.
I'll like stop where I am. I'll put my hands up. I'll go. I'm injured. I need help. My friends are still out in the woods. Uh, um, what is this place?
All right. In front of you, you see a tall elven female warrior. She has brown hair, hazel eyes, and obviously pointed ears.
I have my mask on. I have my mask on.
Okay. She wears chainmail and wields a short sword. Um, she does also have an animal companion that you didn't notice until just now. It is a red fire drake.
Oh.
And so she has her hands on her sword hilt, like on her sword, and says "halt," like has her arm up as well. Is when she said that. And now she replies, "This is Black Hallows, a port-ish, not really a portish town, but a small town of humans, dwarves, elves. It's a very weird place to be in the middle of the forest. But it's humble. We have a couple guild halls. We have a tavern. You know, it's pretty cool. You're looking for healing supplies?
Well, really, I was just looking for a village, and I'm going to, in my mind, I'm gonna tell Sarkesha to go back to them and start carrying at least two of them here at a time.
Okay. Okay.
Um,
So then Sarkesha will go ahead and do that. Um,
well, she could probably get named, and then two of the other ones, and then somebody can ride on the shadow of the owl's back.
yeah.
Mm,
Or I'll tell her. I'll send her that list of instructions, and then tell her to politely convey that to Arden.
Okay.
And when I mean politely, I'm talking about whenever she gets back, she's gonna like lay down on her belly, crawl to Arden, and like nudge for his head to come down to the ground, and then she will whisper in his ear, so nobody else can fucking hear her. Just Arden.
just
She will whisper, get on the owl's back. Everyone else is gonna come with me. Come on, let's go."
So, yes, with that, we cut back over to everybody else. Arden, for the first time, you hear Sarkesha speak to you, but in a very hushed tone, and also in a very urgent, "Hey, we found a village, let's go." So
Alright.
what do you relay to everybody else?
Mm. Arden grabs his staff that he placed on the floor and kindly nudges Zarlius, who's still, I guess, laying down there trying to grab his wrist, and say, "It's time to go. Like, right now. Let's go. Come on, Graham. We're ready to go." Zarlius, your accompanying Zarkesha. Use your old man legs. I'm getting on my buddy Sparkles. We're leaving. I don't tell
Yeah.
them where, I just say we're going now.
Yeah, because you have no idea.
Nope.
Okay. Zarlius, John Steele, do you guys have a response?
I'm just following.
Just following? Okay. Zarlius? Anything for you? Probably not.
Why not?
Yeah. Alright, everybody's following, it's fine.
While she's going back, I'm like still standing in front of the thing talking with the girl. I'm gonna go. You said you have guild halls here. Do you and like I'll pull away my armor so she can see my tattoo. I'll go. Do you know what this is? Are they here?
And then, well, how far away are you?
At this point, I would have moved up closer, so like probably within like 10 feet of her. Still not close enough to where she can hurt me, and not close enough to where I can hurt her.
Okay, so about like 20 feet.
Yeah. 10 to 20. Yeah.
Yeah. Okay, so yeah, so she squints a little bit to take in the symbol that you were trying to show her. And she looks she's like, "No. I've not seen that mark before. We have different guilds here."
Okay, thank you very much.
She also mentions, if you're looking for that, it might be in a bigger city. We're literally in the middle of nowhere.
Do you think you can escort me to your alchemist, and then possibly to a general store or somewhere where I could buy a map of the area?
At this point, her fire drake companion is eyeing you, like pretty much just like eyeing, like, checking, like, checking you out, seeing if you're dangerous or not, and then gives like a slight nod to her, and she goes, and you see her like slowly remove her hand from the sword. I guess I can't. You said an alchemist, right?
Yes, or whatever counts as a healer in y'all's village.
We might have one. Yes, we do, actually. She's pretty good, actually. And you see her turn around and then actually turn back to you. You said you had friends, right? Are they on their way?
Hopefully, yes. Hopefully.
Okay. I'll stay guard after I escort you in and get you settled for a bit, I will come back out here. Obviously, it's my post. But when they show up, I will escort them in and probably take them to the inn that's here. And that way you can meet them there.
Well, I'll tell you how you will know it's them. There's a really big wolf, a really big owl, and a really grumpy old man.
Big owl, big wolf. Well, I've caught a glimpse of the Twilight Owl before. Is that what you're talking about?
I think that's what Arden called them, yes.
Okay. And a grumpy old man.
Yeah.
What's his deal?
Just keep walking.
Okay. So she turns around and says, "Open the gates!" And obviously the gate opens. And she then leads you to the alchemist store. This is so weird. Like I swear I had a like notes on here somewhere for all this stuff that is supposed to be here. I'm just not finding it.
Oh yeah, I will sort of like radio check in with Arden. I'll tell Arden, hopefully Sarkesha made it back to y'all by now. I found a village. I'm heading inside to catch myself up. I let the guards know what y'all look like. I'll see y'all at the tavern.
I really about copy that. Be safe.
Hey, friend.
Okay. Oh, wait. No? Oh, well. Nope, that was the same thing. Okay.
Off the top of my head, and Senor John, if you would like to make me roll a history check or not. Does John have ear piercings?
I do not.
Okay.
Yeah.
If I have extra time in between doing all this, like after I get to the tavern, if I get there before they do, I will unfasten one of the earrings and I will fashion it into a regular ring.
Okay. Okay. So this
If I have time.
Yeah. So this elf fighter turns back to you and says, "Sorry for the late introduction. My name is Marger Well. So Margerwele. And she points over to the fire drake next to and she points to the fire drake next to her. And this is Henry.
It's nice to meet you, Henry and Marjorie.
So
you can call me Will.
Will. All right. So I'm taking you to our alchemist, Gale. She's great. Trust me.
I hope so. I am kind of new to the area, and as you can see, pointing at the several gashes, a gigantic gash in my back, and not doing too well.
It's like, yeah, I can definitely tell you're not from here, but yeah, let's try to get you patched up. You seem like you've seen some things.
Well, I have this, and as we're walking, I'll show her the bag of Shadow Stalker remnants.
Oh, those things. And you see on
Sweet.
you see on her face, like, it's visibly like sad. And goes, okay, well, we're here. And it's like it's immediate 180 twist. This is Gail's shop. She is a dwarf, so just go inside, talk to her, and she will get you sorted. I will go and meet your friends. Good luck. And she just walks off.
I'll just call to her. I'll say thank you for your help, and I'm sorry for your loss. And then walk into the store.
And before you turn around, you see a slight nod, and she continues. So you enter in.
Yeah, I'm walking into the store now.
All right. You walk in. It's a relatively nice building. There's a lot of shelves with a bunch of stuff all over the counters, all over the shelves. There is from what you can kind of see in the back, there is like a brewer's station, and whatnot. And you see well, obviously you see a dwarf, but a relatively tall dwarf for some reason. She's relatively tall for being a dwarf. She has blonde hair and sharp gray eyes. She wears well-made clothing and has a fur cape around. Around her shoulders.
Hi, are you Gail? I heard you were the alchemist in town.
Oh, hello there, Sonny. How are you? I am I am Gale Grillark, the fine alchemist here. So Gale, Gale, and Grillark, Grellark.
Okay. Oh, well, I've definitely had better days. I was wondering, could you teach me a bit about the local flora and fauna, or maybe you have a book or something? I'm not sure how you would explain that, but an acquaintance recently stopped me from picking some hallucinogenic mushrooms on accident. And I kind of realized, that's whenever I realized, I don't know any of these plants around here. Where I'm from, yeah, I know quite a few, but here, everything's foreign.
Oh, you must mean those gloom shrooms. Those eerie blue mushrooms, right?
Yeah, that was that.
Yes, they are very hallucinogenic. If you inhale them, it's really bad. You see some things, and some things, especially in that forest, not great.
I'm aware. I am aware.
Yeah.
Um, actually, before you teach me anything, I wonder, and I'll take a little bit of the nightshade berries out, and a little bit, one of the shadow essences,
Uh-huh.
and I go, so if I mix these two together, what will I get? Or would it even work?
Well, not necessarily. You kind of need a little more ingredients, I would say. Um, most of the potions and stuff here in Black Hallows is very unique and obviously centered around all the stuff that is scattered out throughout the shadow forest that surrounds us and the many plants and trees that we have here in town. Um, they are a little different from what's outside in the shadow forest. There are a few things that can be used to make certain concoctions or potions or even poisons. But just just a nightshade in essence, not too much.
That's okay. Yeah, I think I'll just need a few books, some materials to make healing potions, and then I'll buy just 2 healing potions from you.
Oh, okay. So how much gold do you have?
A lot.
Okay.
45k. The rest of it, the rest of it's going to the cart, which I mean that's what I'm gonna go do next.
Yeah, okay. So for 2 healing potions, I'll say 10 gold for the 2.
Okay.
And what else did you need?
A book. Just to teach me about the local flora and fauna, and then
Okay. I would
uh,
say
yeah.
the book will be probably 15 gold.
Okay.
And what else?
Um, Nothing. That was it.
That was it? Okay.
Yeah.
Um, yes. Is there any specific potions or concoctions you would need? I might have some recipes somewhere if you would like those.
Um, Honestly, I hope I don't spend too much time in this forest, so I'll pass up on it for now. But if we still find ourselves here in a week or two, I'll be back.
Okay. Well, safe journeys, I guess. Good luck.
Thank you very much. And I'm walking out of the things chugging the healing potions. Both of them. I'm slamming both of them right now.
Oh,
And then
you hear in the back. Oh, I see you like the flavor.
a bit like cat piss, but it'll work.
It's the good stuff.
Fucking dwarves. 5, 6, 7. And then yeah, I'm gonna go look for the cart.
Okay. While you're doing that,
Yeah, go back to them.
yeah, Arden, John Steele, and Zarlius, as well as Sparkles and Sarkesha, are making their way through the forest, doing the same-ish route that Sarkesha did before. This time, with the help of the Twilight Owl following in suit, there are not many dangers/hazards. If there were, the Stardust serpents that were in the way for William and Sarkesha before, the Twilight Owl has either ate it or, because of its big wingspan, blew it away.
No, I want to see Sparkle snap one.
So yeah, it tries to attack Sarkesha again, and whoever is riding, probably Zarlius at this time, Sparkle swoops down and just snatches it up and eats it.
There we go, Sparkle. Love you.
But you guys make your way through the forest without too much problem, and you are now heading towards the gate. With this, you guys are leaving this forest tree line. So there is, like I said, a clearing from before. So yeah, there is a clearing that you can see a giant wooden / stone wall that goes a wide distance around. And you see a female elf guard standing out by the gate.
Dismount from the Twilight Owl to greet this guard.
Okay. So upon your appearance of coming out of this tree line, she is shocked a little bit to see this giant wolf, and then the giant Twilight Owl as well. But then she recoils back and thinks, wait, these are the friends that Will was talking about. Okay. She goes, hello, are you friends of that Will guy that just came by?
Why, yes. Thank you for greeting us.
No problem. He's inside trying to get patched up. I heard that you guys had a entangle with some shadow stalkers.
They weren't exactly the best people to be around.
I'm with them, correct?
Yes, you are.
I'm gonna go, oh, these? I toss the head onto the counter.
Well, it's not really a counter.
Just tossing
You
one
know
of
what
them.
I mean?
Yeah, you're outside. Okay, yeah. You toss it onto the ground and it rolls to her feet.
Why would y'all do this to this woman?
She looks at it and then kicks it back to you and says, good. They deserve it. And then she goes, right this way. I'll lead you to the inn and all this. So again, she goes, open the gates, and the gates open. It says, I will lead you to our tavern, or our inn called the Red Tankard. It is a heroic elven inn. The front entrance is decorated with stone gargoyles. You won't miss it. It's very easy to spot. And you can wait here for your friend to return. I did tell him that you guys could, that he would be able to meet you guys here. So hopefully you guys enjoy your stay, and let me know if you guys need anything. But and then at this point, she thinks back to the Shadow Stalkers again. Thanks for getting rid of those creatures. They killed someone very dear to me recently. I'm still not over it, but I'm not strong enough yet to fight them all. Because they hunt in packs.
Our condolences. May you find easiness.
And she nods, and as all of you enter into the Red Tankard, you are greeted by a female dwarf bartender who is exceptionally beautiful with golden hair and dark brown eyes. She wears slightly tattered clothes from overworking a lot, and she's modest but also disorganized. You see there's a bunch of like cluttered stuff all over this countertop, and she's trying to organize it, get it ready for like the dishes and like, you know, dinner rush and all these other things. She's like trying to have everything out, and she goes, "Oh, hello. Fancy seeing you guys here. You're new travelers, right? You just came in?"
Indeed. Indeed.
"Oh, hi. I am Letta Grelark."
Pleasure to meet you. These are my compatriots. More or less.
More or less.
He sides eye the Grams
The Grams. Okay.
before turning back to a cheerful smirk.
She goes,
It's crazy because I've seen you do that in real life, so I know exactly what you're doing.
Can I interest you guys in something? Any drinks? Any food?
The best mintiest beverage you got.
Well, I don't know if it's minty, but it's a little something I like to call glowing moon tea.
Ooh, that sounds divine. I want to see if Arden can maybe somewhat pick up on this and what it might include.
Okay.
I guess history?
Let's see. I don't know if it'd be history. I feel like it'd be more. I guess.
Insight?
Yeah, I was thinking insight, really.
Alright, let's go for it.
Insight or medicine, maybe.
For either. Let's go.
What did you get? Let's see. A 10?
General idea.
The general
No
idea.
details.
Okay, well, from what you can see, it is a delicately brewed tea that glows faintly in the moonlight. From how this tavern is built, it is called the Red Tankard. It is literally a red tankard. But there is a skylight on the roof that the moonlight would shine through. So this tea is like faintly glowing of the moonlight. Do you taste it?
I do.
You do. Okay. So it has a soothing floral taste that gently warms you up a bit. And you know, this is also great. I'll also just tell you the effects. So if it is consumed under moonlight, the drinker gains advantage on wisdom saving throws and perception checks for an hour. But at this current time, there is no moonlight, so it is just it's just a soothing drink that warms the drinker up.
Quite quaint and tranquil. Is this a common recipe? Or did you make this on your own?
It's very difficult. It's very difficult to make.
That's beautiful. I'd like to sometime, if you're free, that is, to practice this recipe with you because this is just simply divine. And I kind of give her like a little wink, and with that wink, I'll make like a little cherry blossom just like float in the air towards me.
Okay. She's like, oh.
I'm messing this bartender up. Y'all know.
But yeah, it is very intricate on the ingredients to make this type of drink. But I don't mind teaching you at some point if you know.
Man, riz this bitch up. Come on now.
Good. If we have the time, as one of my compatriots is walling
If
through
we have
here,
the time.
If
Come
we
on
have the
now.
no, it's fine.
If we have the... Man, I'm here all night watching this. Hey, yo. If we have the time. Let me put my YouTube video on while this is happening. Let's go. Get this shit.
All right. Could I also interest you in our specialty of our silver leaf salad? She's talking.
Oh, how special.
As she's still talking to you, Arden, and winking a little bit. So she pulls out this vibrant-looking salad that is actually, yeah. Give me a history check, real quick.
23.
23. Okay. So, the silver leaf salad is made from the rare silver leaf plants, which are obviously known for they have magical properties and everything. But, however, when you taste this salad, it is a refreshing salad that is made with fresh greens, herbs, and the delicate silverleaf tree leaves. The leaves give the salad a subtle metallic taste and a hint of sweetness. When consumed, the eater gains advantage on saving throws against poison and disease for the next 24 hours.
Ooh.
And then she looks over at John Steele and says, "Could I interest you in a moonberry pie?"
Do I know what a moonberry pie is?
I don't know. Give me a history check.
Motherfucker. Oh,
Bartender and an artiste? Oof.
and an artiste, eh?
Yeah.
Shit. Where is history? It's right.
It's in the middle.
Somewhere. There it is. It is a 12.
12. Moonberry pie. A little yes.
Just describe what it is to me and I'll tell you if I like it.
Okay. So it is a delicious pie made from the rare moonberry. It has a sweet, slightly tangy flavor. It is a delectable dessert made with ripe moonberries, a type of berry that grows only in the moonlit forest. Surrounding Black Hallows. So the Shadow Forest is the main known title for the forest. However, there is a small little area on the other side of Black Hallows that is called the Moonlit Forest. And it is a pie that has a sweet and tangy filling with a buttery, flaky crust. What was it? Do you eat the pie? Or do you want the pie?
Because if not, Arden's gonna go to town. Respectfully.
Respectfully, go to
And we're talking about the pie here.
Oh, how much is the pie?
Oh, for right now, it's on the house. I'm giving you a sample.
So it's just a slice of pie.
Yeah, it's just one small slice of the pie.
I mean, I'll take it.
Okay. So, when consumed, the eater gains 1d4 temporary hit points and advantage on perception checks for the next hour. Yes.
And I go, yeah, damn, this shit's good.
She goes, oh, thank you. I'm quite,
But this is me walking out the door when I say this too.
Oh, okay. She goes,
Not like
oh,
in the store.
okay. And then she turns back over to Arden. Well,
Fuck lollipop.
since he got the pie, I guess I could interest you in a nightshade rose sorbet.
You are speaking my language. I'm a furball, and I'm from a bountiful garden. So all of that pales at the artistic masterpiece that you are sampling and giving to me at this moment. So I am pleased to know what else you got.
Oh yeah, there you go.
Okay. So
I want to persuade. I want a charisma check.
Yeah, no shit.
yeah, okay, yeah. Charisma check for Arden? Or is that what we're doing?
Yeah.
Yeah, go ahead.
But,
Persuasion, dog.
Yeah, persuasion, yeah.
oh, well,
I mean, hey, that works too. But yeah, do a persuasion as well. Let's just see.
gotcha. Let me see what.
It'd been fucking hilarious if John was walking out of the door too, and
Yeah,
like
hell
this it happened at the same time, right? Like John and Will both walk out of the door at the same time and say, "Fucking dwarves."
Yeah.
That's why I was like halfway imagining he was fitting to say. I was like, "Oh shit, too funny."
Yeah. So it is a frozen dessert made from the rare and dangerous nightshade rose. Its taste is intoxicating blend of sweetness and a slight bitter edge. A cool and refreshing sorbet made from the petals of nightshade roses. The sorbet has a floral and slightly tangy flavor, perfect for cleansing the palate after a meal. When consumed, the eater must make a DC 15 Constitution saving throw.
Or get drunk off their tits.
On a successful save, the eater gains advantage on all charisma checks for the next 24 hours. On a failed save, the eater becomes poisoned until they finish a long rest.
Ooh, I love a gamble.
So give me a Constitution saving throw.
I can save you 5 times a short rest or a fucking long rest, Arden.
Well, also, hold on. Wait. You ate the other thing
Mm-hmm.
that is poison.
What?
Right.
Poison resist as well.
It's only going up from here.
Yeah. So Constitution saving throw.
Come in the pot. What do we got? 22.
Hey!
22, yeah. So, yeah, this frozen dessert, you eat it, you get that intoxicating blend of sweetness and bitter. And then you feel the poison kick in for like a second. And
Split
then,
second.
and then, because of you eating, what was it? Was it the salad? I can't remember. Was it the salad?
Yeah.
It was the salad. Yeah. Yeah. Yes. You have advantage on saving throws against poison because of the salad. So yeah, it immediately it starts to the poison effects start to kick in, but then because of that your high constitution, it slowly fades away.
Oh my. You alluring, wonderfully beautiful Rose. When are you free?
Well,
When's your next break?
well, that's kind of hard to say because I own the place. So,
And an entrepreneur, you know? As long as I'm here, I would like to spend time with you. I want to know these trades because you, my darling, are nothing but a cherry blossom under a spring sky, and I sprout her a flower crown of cherry blossoms.
okay. She goes, well, we have some rooms available if you guys would like.
Lead the way.
Okay. So,
Arden's gonna trap this bitch in a room.
yeah, honestly. So, like I said, the inn is called the Red Tankard. Like I said, it literally is a red tankard with gargoyle stone statues outside the entrance, so on the outside doorways. It is obviously as tall, well, not really as tall, but figuratively tall tankard. So the first floor is obviously like the inn-ish area or the tavern bar area. And then above it, there are like 2 or 3 floors of room, either like a gathering room where people can just sit around, play games and whatnot. And then above that is the housing area. And because of the roof being skylight, right? So it's just a glass ceiling. The rooms are around like the edges of this like big tankard. It's a really intricate design that you're as you're walking around and looking at like how this structure is built and like how these rooms are made. You're like, huh, this is good craftsmanship. And she goes and leads you to the technically it'd be the third floor. So the third floor, there are 2 rooms next to each other that are currently open. She's like, well, I guess because you sampled all of my food recently, and well, the sorbet was kind of a little new invention I made, little test to my culinary arts. You liked it, right?
Absolutely divine, without a question. Light does not even begin to cover it.
Okay, good. Well, I'll give you these rooms at a discounted price.
You're too kind. Thank you for that, truly.
How many of there are you again?
1, 2, 3, including Sharkesha.
3, including Sarkesha.
Yep.
What about Sparkles?
Sparkles is staying outside. It's a fucking
Yeah, Sparkles can't fit in here. We left Sparkles at the gate.
Well, okay, well, you haven't figured out what Sparkles can do yet, but okay.
Oh, what?
Yeah. You haven't figured out what Sparkles can do.
If you're telling me that Sparkles can shrink down to a tiny owl, I'm gonna lose my mind.
You never tried. So, yes. So with that, you will see that Sparkles then goes and decides to sit on top of the tankard.
Oh my god.
So you'll see when you're walking around and you look up, you can kind of see him peering through the skylight. So there is kind of a shadow, a big shadow looming over.
He loves Sparkle.
But after a while, people are okay and content because of the moonlight glow that is emitting off of this owl. They really don't care, and they honestly cherish the Twilight Owl pretty well. So everybody is happy and content and just you'll see as you guys pass by, they're playing games, they're drinking, they're having fun. It's partying time, so
Yo.
yeah. So there's that. But I guess with that, we'll cut over to William. What are you doing?
The few things I want to do is find a map of like where we are. If not of the world, just to make sure I'm still on Taldori, because John said he knows where that's at. If I'm gonna take him at its word, I assume we're on Taldori, so I'm gonna get a map just to confirm.
Okay.
So like I don't know. I guess I would check like a general store or something like that first. Yeah. Or if I see a cart, I'll definitely stop by and fucking talk to whoever's there.
Yeah.
Other than that, I will assume I can sense Sarkesha back within the area, and I know that they're here.
Yeah. So you go and you travel into like a like I guess just like a simple general store that is nearby, like probably like a couple like just like a block away from the alchemist location. And you see this male dwarf walking around outside. He has cropped black hair, hazel eyes. He wears travel-stained clothing, and he has a wide brimmed hat. And he is currently outside moving like some signage around and just moving about.
Okay. Hello there. You own the store?
Oh, hello, traveler. Are you looking for some wares?
Yeah, I need a map. I know I'm in a village called Black Hollow in a forest of the shadows, but other than that, I don't know where I am.
Well, I think I might have a map somewhere. Let me go look. So he goes inside. You hear the clanging of like a little chime bell on top of the door. And he goes, "Come in. Look around for a bit while I try to see if I can find this map."
Okay. Before I go in, I'll just take a quick glance around me outside, see if I see any of my friends or whatnot.
Give me a perception check.
It's a 27.
27. Okay, so you do not see Arden or Zarlius. You do,
Okay.
however, see John Steele walking out of a red tankard building with a pie in his hand.
Actually, you know what? That tracks. Never mind. Hey, John! Fucking yell across the street. I wave down so he can see me. Hey, found a general store and an alchemist so far. Go buy a map.
Damn it! I do hear him. Son of a bitch.
Trying to ignore me. Just, I mean, you can play like you don't.
I'm gonna incite his
his findings,
call.
like his
Yeah,
like
no.
he's like, hey, I found an alchemist and I found a general store.
I already don't fucking like him. So 14 plus, so an 18.
An 18.
I'm not kidding. I found.
You literally see him standing in front of the general store. Like it literally says hold on. It says Mundy General, which is the name of the person. But yeah, you do see him standing, about to step into the general store.
I just keep walking.
Okay.
Okay.
Rookie doesn't have anything I need to know, so
Yeah.
Walk on in and get in the business.
All right.
Search around. Mhm.
Yeah. So you hear some clanging around in the back a little bit, trying to shuffle through this chest, or like a couple chests, and then some crates and stuff. And you hear like map of this location. Map. Where did I
Or-
put that?
Or if you could help me,
And then you hear
what are we on?
you see him peer around the corner. What was that?
Do you know of a place called Taldori or Whitestone?
Taldore. Whitestone. Actually, I'm just gonna choose a random character and I'm gonna do a history check. um. Hmm. No. Not that I've heard of. I mean, I've heard of Taste of Taldore, but I'm pretty sure that's a
cookbook.
that's a cookbook, but it's also an inn or a tavern or shop. But I don't think I don't think I know what you're talking about.
That's okay, friend. Do you have that map though?
Yeah, 1 second.
Okay.
And then you see him like peek back behind the thing and start rummaging through some more stuff. And he goes, map. Where the hell did I put this map? And then he like hits his head on like one of the shelves because it's a lot lower than it should be. He goes, ow! God damn. And then he looks over, and literally on the wall that's lit up by a light, it's a map that says Map of the Shadow Continent. And he goes, oh! And then he peeks around the corner. I found it. It's right here. Let me get it for you. And he goes and gets it, and then he brings it out and sprawls it out on top of the counter and lets you look at it. He goes, well, this is the map of the area. We are here in this, walled section. Over here is the Shadow Forest. That's most likely where you came from, right?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. And then over here, this is our Moonlit Forest. This is where we get some of our ingredients for, well, our tavern over there. Well, it's a little ways away to get to either like a major city or let alone another city. We are obviously in the middle of a forest. It's going to take a while to get to another location if that is your plan. But we have some trade routes. I'm not sure if, they'll be of use for your travels, but they kind of go, well, one kind of goes off in a southeastern direction. One goes in the opposite direction, in a northwestern direction. I can't remember which one goes to a major city, but I feel like there are two connecting cities that then lead to a major city. I haven't really left this area. I'm kind of known for just, little bits and bobs here, little knickknacks and stuff. And, I have a few things here, but most of the stuff is useless. I don't even know why I have a shop here.
That's okay, Monday. Don't hate on yourself like that, man. You'll figure something out one of these days. I'm not gonna buy the map, but I am examining this map, every single inch of it, so I can remember it.
Yeah. So when he points over to the Shadow Forest, you will see that there is like a big clearing, and I mean a big clearing, and a rectangular looking shape.
Can I assume that's the Clockwork Tower?
That, yes, you can assume from the direction that it is pointing, like that it is, and the direction of where you guys traveled and the distance between, you can definitely see that is where the Clockwork Tower is. So so the map is currently updated to have the clock tower there.
Okay. One more question, Monday, and then I'll get out of your hair.
Sure. What is it?
Have there been any other travelers coming through here recently? Particularly one, and I'll take out the Timekeeper's Journal, flip to the very front, and go, a Wolf Calburn here?
Wolf Colburn. I personally haven't seen anybody by that name or heard anybody by that name, but if I think if you go over to the Red Tankard over there, literally across the street, and talk to Letta, I'm pretty sure she might be able to help you. She knows everybody, and she's a really good bartender as well.
Yeah, one too many nights there, huh?
Yeah.
That's alright, we've all been there. Okay, goodbye. I'm walking out there.
Okay, thanks for stopping by.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, anything else?
No, besides the cart, no.
Okay. Are you going to are you going to like a workshop or like I guess a stable, really?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Just walk somewhere around till I find
Okay.
someone that either find a cart or find a someone who looks like they know what they're talking about.
Yeah. Okay. so you walk around for a little bit. You kind of go. This is surprisingly, this is a bigger city than you thought when you first entered and everything, and especially with what Marger talked about, how it's a smallish city or whatever. It's definitely a lot bigger than you expected. There is a river that actually flows through the town as well. So there is like little bridges and stuff to go over. They are wide enough for a cart as well. So with that, and you are walking through this town for a good bit, and you get into the I guess rural-ish area. And there is a little like you start to see some crops and some farms and stuff like that. And then you see a stable with a human who is pretty stout, with messy white hair, and bright blue eyes. He's wearing plain clothing, but he also has a green cloak as well, because obviously within this forest area it does get a little chilly, so he does have a cloak on as well. However, you do see that there is a little animal companion running around. It is a little red fox. But he's like, the little fox is running around and like playing in the dirt and whatever, all this stuff, while this human is over here just working on a horse, like brushing the horse, fixing a saddle and all this other stuff. But you do see around him that there are a couple of carts nearby.
Ah, perfect. And I will, like, subconsciously call Sarkesha to me.
Okay.
And as she just makes her way here, I'll walk up to the dude and go, "Hi, do you sell these carts?"
Yeah, I do actually. I've just been working on this one here. As he points over to, a newly built cart that is nice in design. It has, everything that you would possibly need, really. Yeah, so I am Aller Burkisk. I am a craftsman. I'm very handy. So ALER
Mm-hmm.
BIRKISK.
Okay.
And that's Ralphie over there, the red fox. He points to the red fox. So it's, if you want to know the name, it is RALPHYE.
Hello, little Ralphie. Yeah, I need a cart. There's preferably for 1, 2, 3, 5 people to fit inside with enough room. Got anything that would fit that?
Yeah, I mean, I have some small ones over here, and I have this one that I'm still currently working on. If you would like, I could probably, possibly combine one of my small ones with this one I'm currently working on that is a little bit bigger. Or I can just make this one, like the one that I'm currently working on, I could make this a little bit bigger for you if you want to buy this one. It'll take me a couple days though, because it's halfway finished.
That's okay. Yeah, we'll do that. I do have one request though. One of my friends, he has a very green thumb and pink hair. So I would like a greenhouse on top, if that would be okay.
A greenhouse. Huh. Well, that is an odd request, but not too odd, I guess. Might be doable.
Oh, and one more thing. I'll have Sarkesha blink right beside me.
And he goes,
Uh,
ah!
sorry.
And then you see Ralphie like kind of cower a little bit.
Oh no, it's okay, little Ralphie. It's okay. Sarkesha here is gonna be pulling this thing, so just make sure it's big enough to fit her.
Okay. I guess. Is it all right if I measure her to see if I can get this to fit right?
I'll look at Sarkesha and go, "Do not bite him." Yes, it is okay.
And then he looks at you. He looks at her. He looks at Ralphie. He goes, "Okay, here we go." And then like an hour goes by and he's going around measuring her and measuring out the links and stuff to fit everything and try to get a harness really to attach to the cart and all of that. So it takes about an hour to two and he finally gets done. He goes, "Okay, well, I got this part. Like I said, it'll take maybe, I don't know, 2, maybe 3 days, maybe, depending on if nothing bad happens. Like if anything, like, if I get low on supplies or just something breaks and I don't have the right materials to fix it quite yet. But
Well,
a greenhouse, well, it's not unheard of, but I'll give it a shot."
how much do your typical carts run?
Well, so the small ones probably about, well, depends on the type of cart, really. So I have the normal pulling ones, or like the chauffeur ones, the little 2-seaters. Those, that's probably.
What about magical?
Magical?
Yeah.
Well, to do that, I'd have to ask our.
If you really do need help,
Yeah,
I know a thing or two about extra dimensional spaces.
Yeah, okay. Yeah, that, I guess. That could work. I guess I could also go talk to Gail.
Yeah, I know, Dale.
Oh, yeah. Fine, lady. Yeah, I guess
So,
I guess she might know something about this. Yeah. Guess I could go talk to her about some magical enchantments, I guess.
So I'll take out 40,000 gold pieces. I'll say, is this enough for you?
And you see his jaw just drop.
Maybe I should have done it in smaller increments.
No, that's fine. I mean, I do use our precious, like, our shadow wood that's very sturdy, and it can be used for many things that we have. But yeah, like this
will cover all the materials, any broken tools.
I think so, and it might also cost the magical cost with Gale. So,
and like I said, if y'all need my help, I know a thing or two, and then I'll pull what do I have in my chest?
Do not
I'll
do.
pull out my lever action.
I was about to say, do not pull out a zombie arm.
No. I'll pull out my lever action and go look. See, I know a thing or two.
He goes, oh, okay. Yeah.
Kind of an odd trick for us humans to know. I know, but it's you know.
Yeah. He goes, yeah, he nods when you say human. He goes, oh, yeah, okay. Well, I will let you know. If not, come by in a couple days and check on the progress. But yeah, thanks for your patronage, and I will do my best, I guess.
There's no guessing with me. You do your best.
Okay. And he just like, all right, well, he looks down at Ralphie and goes, oh boy. We got some work to do, buddy. And they walk off to get more materials.
I'm gonna pull out one of my gnome leaf cigarettes and light that up as I start walking back to the tavern.
All right. Arden, what are you doing?
Let's see. What did we end up? We ended up in our rooms or discounted rooms, right?
Yes, you would be. Enough time has passed, so I would say yes. You are currently inside, the room. I would probably say with Zarlius, and I guess name too. Since yeah. So from your point of view, Sarkesha just disappeared.
Yeah. Like, oh, okay.
You're like, oh, well, I guess she's with William. So yeah, so you, Zarlius, and Name are currently in the rooms, or in one of the rooms. And there is a room next to you that is vacant. Actually, I would say there's two. There's two rooms just in case or whatnot. If not everybody likes sleeping in one room.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. So you're just chilling with Zarlius and Name. Name is taking in the sights a little bit because he's not really from. Well, he's not from this area either. But he's also taking in the sights of like, wow, this is crazy. So weird weird sights that we've been on. Weird adventures.
Right. We've seen a bunch just now. That's crazy.
Yeah. He looks up, and from your point of view, Arden, he does seem to be getting a little bit taller.
Okay.
Yeah. So, yeah. Are you doing anything else? Are you going to check and see if William has made it to the tavern, or?
Yeah, I think, you know what, I think enough time has passed where it's like, okay, back on shore.
Okay, so you'll leave Zarlius and Name in the room, I guess, and head downstairs.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so you will head downstairs, and as you're walking down the stairs, you see a familiar figure with a mask now on enter in the tavern. Or the inn.
Well. Nice of you to join us.
Yeah, let's go with that one, Arden. I do have a surprise for you here in a couple of days, though.
Oh, intriguing.
Yeah, it should relieve stress a little bit on the road, let's say. Also, I got this for the both of us. It might not be very helpful for you because I know you're from this area, kinda. But I'll pull out the books of all the plants in the Shadow Forest and start flipping through it. So I got this from the alchemist, and I did see a map of where we are, so I can kind of draw one out later. That way we can get our bearings and where to go from there. But I want to be honest. I think our best plan right now is to figure out how to get back to Dragon's Rest, or we go to Whitestone, whichever is closer, or wherever you're from, because it kind of seems like where you're from's in this area.
Right. Thinking on that, Arden kind of ponders just a bit, weighing out the best option, and goes back to William. Yeah, I honestly think that it would be best to just seek out the Gardenia one last time, finally. And it's not too far from here. My memory is still kind of hazy. Again, I was very young at the time. But from what I do remember, it's not too much of a distance. And at least we know if we get there, it'll be a definite safe place.
I'm gonna start like sketching out a map from the details I remember
Okay.
of the map I
Are
saw.
are you doing this in the main lobby?
No, fuck no, fuck
Oh,
Okay.
no.
Okay.
No, no.
Okay, so
And no,
you
no, no. I'll ask. I'll meet. Who is it? Where's it? Where did I? I'll meet Letta. Say hi. I met your sister already. I'll need 3 bottles of your strongest alcohol. Throw some gold on the table and walk away.
uh okay. I'll bring it up in a little bit.
Thank you. Walk away with a little peace sign. Still smoking my weed. I mean my cigarette. My
Okay.
bad. I didn't mean to roll.
And then so that's the thing is like so she would have seen you go up with Arden, so she goes, "Oh, okay, you're the friend that they were waiting on. Okay, cool." So she knows where to go. Um but it'll be a little bit cuz she has to go get it. um
Okay, William, you missed it.
so
I'm making a new friend.
I'll look at Art and go, a friend or a knight friend? There's a difference, Art.
Yeah. Arden
That's
just
my
gives up
boy.
that, like, the sleaziest side of, like, yeah.
yeah.
I'll give Arden like a little dab of. I'll be like, "That's my boy." All right, let's go. But while I am sketching out the map, um, Arden, we got some stuff we need to talk about.
Roger.
And I'm gonna take Arden, and we're gonna go into my room, to where Zarlius and Name are still just in the other room.
Okay.
Mm,
So next door. Yeah.
Yeah, I'm gonna go. Okay, look, I don't know what the hell happened to y'all in that tower, but I saw some things I'm never gonna be able to unsee. Even more important to that, kind of got a feeling on what this is all about. Now, you remember whenever I shared a body with that interesting feline?
indeed, I do.
Well, there's some stuff he showed me I didn't tell y'all about at the time. But oh my god, I'm sorry, my fucking music is distracting me. It's a high upbeat music, and I'm trying to be serious. Oh, okay.
We love that.
So, um, how much do you know about the gods?
Mm, fairly a bit. I'm not well versed in the religion aspects here, but give or take.
Okay. With that, give me a Religion. Give me a religion check.
21.
21. Okay. You know a decent amount of them. You don't know all of them, but you know a
Mm-mm.
decent amount of them, and you know which ones um are like most known for certain things, and as well as um which which ones are more on the good natured, because that's
A
what you,
wonderful benevolent gods
because
versus the
that's
malevolent
yeah, because that's what you
and
kind
mischievous.
of focused more on as well, um, to know which ones are good and which ones are bad, which ones are
So,
trustworthy and which ones aren't.
I'll tell Arden, so I had a vision of, I think this god's name is Pelor. He was being chained by, I can only assume it was Tiamat, but a humanoid form of her, I guess. I don't know. And Hyperion was there. And he told me that the gods had an uprising against Pelor and chained him. And this is information I learned later on from Sarkisha. Apparently something happened to Pelor during his imprisonment, and it morphed him to I've only heard of this name in legends and some tales as a little kid. You know those types of tales that your parents would tell you to make sure you got in bed before the dark, or other
Right.
stuff like that. Well, Hyperion and Sarkisha called him Thayer's Doom, and Sarkisha told me that is where I came from. Now, I got a feeling that, and I'm gonna pick up Infinite Agony, kind of like brushing my own hair of its strands,
Mm-hmm.
and I'm gonna go, Event Horizon, this thing, me, Hyperion, you, Zarlius, for some reason, we need to figure out what that was and why it happened. Because Arden, the things I saw, they infuriated me. Not only that, but it made me swear vengeance and revenge to the point of asking for help. I can't do this alone. I'm gonna need y'all. And I'm not sure. This is something I'm gonna try to do. With my void magic or evolving magic or whatever. Um, can I try to focus on the memory of um the slaughter, the massacre, and try
Uh,
to pull a strand out of my head and try to place it in Arden's so he can see what I saw?
uh,
That'd be like a percentile.
uh, it would be. Yeah, I would say it would be an Arcana check and then a D100. Yeah.
Okay. Ooh, okay. What's 18 plus 7?
high.
18, 19, 20.
25?
Yeah,
It is high.
18, 18 plus 7.
18 plus 7, 25.
And then, ooh! 86 for the percentile.
Brando!
No shit.
And then, yeah, you are able to. It's very weird because Infinite Agony is made from strands of your hair as well as shards, fragments of Event Horizon. The sword itself, you have no idea where it's at, but you can assume the rest of it is somewhere else. y- Not really whipping around Infinite Agony, but taking this, like, a part of it, strands, and just kind of like almost using it as a comb, right, to brush your hair. You are pulling out a deep strand of knowledge with arcane energy and pulling it out. And you then pass it over to Arden and kind of slip it into Arden's head. And Arden, you now get an insight.
Would you like to describe the massacre?
A quote unquote insight of what happened to what William saw the night he was tortured in the clock tower. So, at this time, after sharing this arcane strand to Arden, both Arden and William find themselves standing upon the precipice of a memory. Their vision blurry as William Blackwell's past bleeds into their present. Their surroundings shift, and they are no longer in their current location, but submerged into a void of darkness. The only light is the twinkling of far-off stars, swallowed up by the oppressive black void. We cut back 6 months ago. We hear a familiar voice. Stern, confident, and pretty demanding. In front of, walking back and forth, pacing in front of William, who is now bloodied and chained to a wall. So, after all this, you still have some fight left in you.
Get away.
All right. Well, I see you've made some friends. But what will happen when they know of your past? Do you even remember your past?
I don't even know what you're talking about, but I swear to all the gods if you touch them.
I see. So you don't remember. Eliak. Show him. As the other familiar figure walks closer and opens up a memory bank of arcane energy. Before them lies Nox, a once thriving city inhabited by a myriad of races, now reduced to a burning husk. The buildings, once architectural marvels of the Void Tiefling, the Valdakin, and the Feyre, now lie in ruin under the onslaught of an unseen enemy. The sky is filled with the chilling sight of Githyanki dragon riders, raining down destruction from the heavens. The streets are filled with chaos. The sundered and boundless, usually peaceful and reserved, are seen brandishing makeshift weapons in a desperate attempt to fight back. The hulking forms of orcs and half-orcs offer fierce resistance, but they're overwhelmed. Their roars of defiance gradually silenced. The sun elves, their magic flickering like dying stars, fall one after another. The Kalistar are seen trying to shield their panicked civilians. Their psychic energies providing a barrier, but it's not enough. The Aasimar, both the variants and the fallen, the celestial energy usually so bright and hopeful, now flickering soulfully in the darkness. The Shardar Kai and the Eldarin Fey try to open portals to the Feywild, desperately hoping to evacuate as many as they can, but they are cut down before their spells can complete. In the heart of it all stands William Blackwell. His face is a mask of horror as he takes in the destruction of his home, his people. He is untouched, not out of luck, but out of intention. The invaders want him to witness this. I want him to remember. And so, he will. As the memory fades, and Arden and William find themselves back in their own time, in the Red Tankard Inn, in their room. William's face is now stone cold. His eyes, once bright and full of life, are now cold, hardened by the sight they've just witnessed yet again. The jovial, carefree man Arden knew is gone, replaced by a hardened warrior with one objective: vengeance. The massacre of Nox was more than just a tragic memory. It was a turning point. This event that chiseled away William's innocence and forged him into the person he is now. This memory serves as a haunting reminder of the cost of failure and the lengths of which he will now go to prevent such a tragedy from happening again. And that's where we'll end tonight's episode.
Oh, you bastard.